Woke up in the morning.
Let's begin with a new segment, sure to win your hearts and minds over the next few years.
On the radio. Virgin.
Broadcasting from the iconic 299 Queen Street West. Good morning.
This is Virgin Mornings.
Radiated through space.
With Adam Wylde and TJ.
Your new morning show.
I just want to tell you that the good news is it's going to feel 10 degrees warmer today. That still means it's minus 18, but yay! 10 degrees warmer!
If you're only looking at numbers, it's not so bad.
That's right, exactly.
The wind is still going to hurt your face, but whatever.
I mean, well, we can get past that. And here's the thing. By tonight, it's going to be minus 3. Tomorrow, we're up over 0. Okay? And it's freezing rain, but that's not fun. Listen, it's January. There's not a lot of good news. We're just trying to make a good thing positive, okay? Hey, let's go around the room. TJ, what's happening?
You know, yesterday I was bragging to a friend that my skin is very, very clear right now. Mm-hmm. I woke up this morning and I have 2 puberty blemishes on my chin, and karma is a harsh mistress.
I got one on my forehead.
Look at us. We should rub them together and see what happens.
Actually, TJ told me not to touch it yesterday, and I did, and now it's big and red.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm like your mom, except less famous.
Producer Jesse, what's up?
I have to call out some people.
Uh-oh.
Who are these people that can take a picture of the moon and it come out clear on their phone? Have you ever tried taking a picture of the moon?
No. You'd have to go outside to do that.
I've never
This
actually tried
super
that.
moon thing that's been going around,
Yeah,
how are people
yeah.
getting pictures?
I mean, they probably have good cameras. Better than the iPhone 6s that we have.
Liars.
Just a bunch of camera liars. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out which documentary of the Fire Festival I'm supposed to watch.
I don't have any interest in watching that documentary.
Why?
Because I don't feel bad for the people. Is that weird?
Yeah, that is weird.
Because
they got totally bamboo. This is why you need to watch the documentary, so you can feel bad for them, you non-empathetic, scary person.
No, they all seem rich, and it's like I have a hard time feeling bad for rich people sometimes.
Rich people get screwed too, man. What's the deal?
Yeah, but guess what? Then they went back to their homes.
Whatever, the rich.
Yeah, that was honestly what I said when I saw it. It came up in my recommended watches, and I think out loud I said, nuh-uh.
Okay, well, there's 2 documentaries, one on Netflix, one on Hulu. But the Hulu one you have to rip off, which is easy enough to do because we don't have Hulu up here. I'm not sure which one to watch. Apparently the details in both are mind-blowing. I don't know. Let's talk to Sandy. Sandy, tell us what got you out of bed this morning.
The sun. I'm absolutely okay with it being cold as long as the sun is out, and I'm going to have an awesome day at work, and I'm going to be positive. And it's my husband's birthday, so I'm really excited about us going out to dinner
Happy
tonight.
birthday to him. What'd you get him?
I got him season tickets for the Raptors.
So that's a pretty decent gift, I'd say.
Wow!
Yeah, I gave it to him earlier, obviously, because the season started earlier.
I know who's having a good day today. Your husband.
Yeah, your husband.
Wow.
Every day is a good husband. Nope, that's not what I meant to say.
Hold on.
No.
Wait, do you want to try that again?
Yeah, can I try that again?
Go ahead.
All right.
We're waiting.
Every day is a good day to be your husband.
Yay! You got it that time.
Okay, guys, listen, keep warm. Thank you for making me laugh on my drive-in.
We love you. Thank you so much for calling.
And remember, every husband's a good day.
And remember, I'm an awesome wife.
Yes, you are. No question. Hey, Wild Party Pineapple Beach. We're going to hook you up with a code word at 7 o'clock right now. Calvin Harris, Sam Smith, good morning. It's Promises on Virgin Radio.
Virgin Mornings.
With what's trending.
And this is what's trending right now.
Hey, ready for hear something fun? Toronto just got named one of the most severely unaffordable cities in the world. Yeah!
No kidding. Well, we knew that, didn't we?
Yeah, we sure did. Website released its annual housing affordability survey and ranked Toronto as the 10th out of 293 cities around the world for unaffordability. This is way up from the 21st place we came in last year, so stark improvement, sort of. The report measures middle-income housing affordability and found that 2 of Canada's 6 housing markets are severely unaffordable, including Vancouver, so it's Toronto and Vancouver. Translation for all of this, it's pretty expensive here.
Yeah. That's part of being in a big city, but anybody that complains about those condos going up, I'm like, how is anybody else going to afford to live here? That you need them.
You have to remember that the other cities in the top 10 are the 10 biggest cities on the planet.
New York, Tokyo, I'm sure.
Yeah.
LA.
So in that light, we're in good company, but it's still not fun to read that it's hard to live here.
No.
KFC just announced they're releasing gravy candles. I'm a bit of a candle boy, so I got very excited. So just imagine you have a long, stressful day at work. You come home, and you're like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set the mood. I'm going to relax a little bit. I'm going to light this candle that smells like gravy. And then you do. And then you have to remind yourself, don't eat that candle.
Do you lick your fingers a little bit?
Like, because of the candle,
Well,
or
yeah,
just in
'cause
general?
you eat gravy on your finger. You know, whenever you eat fried chicken, you get some of it on your fingers, and you know what I'm saying?
We're going to have a little talk after
Okay.
this, I think. You know what I mean? January just got named the most popular month to take a sick day. I've always wondered, what's your strangest excuse for calling in sick? Have you ever?
I've never. Yeah, I have. I had one time, and it was because I was going through a breakup, and I just said I was sick. And it was like I always have that guilt feeling, even when I'm actually sick. I feel so guilty calling in sick. And the thing is, you should, because every time you walk into the workplace sick, you get 3 other people sick. That's the science behind it. So you should not be a hero. Do not come to work sick, because you're just making it worse for everybody else.
Wow. Your story's way better than mine. My elbow exploded once when I was in high school, and I had to call in sick to the grocery store I worked at.
No, my story's not better. How did it explode?
You have like a sack in your elbow. It's called like the bursitis sack or something like that. Anyway, I got drunk and I hit it off a table, and the sack exploded, so I couldn't move my arm, so I had to call in sick because of my elbow.
Wow.
And I was like half cut when I called in. I was like, hey, I can't make it in. My elbow exploded. And they're like, we're going to have a serious disciplinary talk when you get back on Monday. That's what's trending. I'm TJ.
Thank you, TJ. Now remember, an hour from right now, you're going to be thinking Pineapple Beach. You're going to be getting on the Virgin Radio VIP standby list. You need that code word, and we will hook you up at 7 o'clock. Right now, Ariana Grande. Virgin Mornings, Adam Wylde and TJ.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde and TJ.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
There is something that somebody does at work that drives you insane. And you know what? There's chances are you might be doing it right on back to them and not even know it. There's a list of some of the most complained about habits at the workplace. Now, we have one that we're going to add to the list.
Oh, do we?
But what is the one thing that you cannot stand that your coworkers do every single day? Or maybe it's just one. Text us 99999. You can give us a shout, 416-872-9999. Now, first one, I'm going to skip because it's going to be the one we need to get to.
Oh, really?
Has to do with the bathroom.
Good.
Second one, and this is specifically women can't stand this one on the whole. Fashionistas who reveal too much, as in, well, too much skin. Apparently that drives people crazy, but they said when they, especially from the women's control group that they polled, it drives women more crazy than it drives men.
Oh, really?
Not totally shocking. Men tend to be like,
That's a really great impression of
Right?
how we all are all the time.
I am one. Paying attention to your phone, not the people you're with. You ever been in a conversation with somebody, especially somebody that you're like, I'm trying to impress you, so you will please hire me or give me a raise or give me a promotion. And they're like, yeah. And then they just look down at their phone.
Oh, yeah, that one drives me nuts.
There was actually a radio boss at a radio station I was working at who was famous for this. And he's since gone, but wow. Did he, like, I remember one time he just kind of like, I was just like telling him about the great things that we had done, that whatever, and he didn't care. It was just like right down to the phone. I'm like, yeah, okay, all right, whatever. Bringing stinky fitness gear to your workstation. So you go to the gym at lunch, and you bring back your gear.
Okay, there's another one I'm going to add to the list. People who go to the gym on their lunch. What are you trying?
What's wrong with that?
What are you trying to prove? It's like people who jog at red lights. Like, take it easy.
I think it's the only time that you can do it. Because if you're working till, say, 5 or 6 at night, what are you supposed to do?
I'm speaking as somebody who never goes to the gym, so maybe that's where all that's coming
Whereas
from.
I go every day, and when else are you going to go? Overloading your workspace with personal belongings. I know you hate this.
Oh, yeah, I'm a clutter freak. You know how many times I clean up your office when you leave for the day?
No,
That's why I'm always the last one to leave the station, because I'm constantly cleaning up after you.
I don't know what I have to clean up. That's the weird thing.
Push your chair in, remove your bags.
Does that really bother you?
It does. Not like it makes me mad, but it's just something that I just do instinctually.
What would
push your chair in.
happen if you just didn't do it? Would
I
you
would
think about it?
Yeah, I would go home and be like, oh, the chairs are out. Actually, yeah.
Really? That is unbelievable to me. Okay,
Oh, dude.
the
you
last
don't even know.
one, and TJ, you're going to expand on this one, is hogging the bathroom for social reasons.
Okay. I'm glad you brought this up. Because you're new here at Virgin Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Have you met who I call the number 2 bandit?
I have only heard about this person.
The folklore?
He's a bit of a unicorn around here. There's there's some banditry afoot. Explain the situation.
So there's this gentleman at the radio station who will come to our floor. We have a private bathroom on the floor. And he'll go into it, and he will, for lack of a better word, destroy the bathroom. And then he'll leave, and he won't say good morning to us. And
doesn't even acknowledge you.
Doesn't even, but he leaves with a smirk on his face, like he knows what he did. And the disrespect level drives me crazy. Like, he can't even say good morning.
And to be fair, this is not one of those bathrooms that there's several stalls.
No,
right?
there's one stall.
One stall, one for guys, one for girls, that's it.
But just, when you go there and you go to open the door and the door's locked, and you're like, I know exactly who's in here, and they're not even going to say good morning or something like, Mondays, right? Crazy. That's all I want.
Just acknowledgement that you exist.
Yeah, so we call him the number 2 bandit.
Okay, so I want to know what your number 2 bandit is at your office. You're Stoffelsteen and Weekend right now. Give us a text or a call. 99999 or 416-872-9999. Things that people do that drive you nuts at work.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde and TJ.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
Your coworkers do things that drive you nuts, and, I mean, that's somewhat natural. I mean, let's be honest, our partners do things that drive us nuts, so it's going to happen. However, if they just changed this one thing, life would be so much easier. What's that one thing for you? Text us, 99999 or 416-872-9999. TJ, text messages.
Yeah, Taylor texts us from the 416 saying, there's a guy at my work that heats up fish once a week in the microwave. Oh. That's a big office no-no. This one from Savannah, also in the 416. There's a dude who blares music without headphones in my office.
I hate that.
That's the absolute worst.
Well, it's like when people are talking on speakerphone at the bus shelter.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
That actually I kind of admire, because the level of bravery it takes to have, one, a public phone call, but one where you don't mind people hearing the whole conversation.
Right.
Oh, you're a sociopath. What are you doing?
I think you're actively trying to make people dislike you at that point.
Yeah.
I think it has to be, right? Like, there has to be a reason. Anyway, we're going to talk to David. David is self-aware enough to call himself out in front of the entire city of Toronto. David, David hates bad grammar and will correct you. David, explain what you mean.
One of my biggest peeves is have versus got. I get that all the time.
So if I say, I got a new car.
Well, no, see, that makes sense. You know, for me, it's more like I'll have someone come over to me and they'll be say, oh, okay, show me what you got. I'm like, well, I didn't get anything. I'll show you what I already have, though.
Oh,
and they're like, oh, come on, man. And I'm like, look, I'm sorry, okay?
So at least you're aware, right?
Do you say it with a smirk, David?
Absolutely. I'm super self-aware about it, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's already out of my mouth, and I'm like, they're going to hate me for this, but it's already done.
Producer Jesse is telling me that I need to ask you about your glasses the other day.
Oh, yeah. So there were a couple of us sitting around at a desk, and one of my coworkers we were kind of bored, so he went to flick an elastic band at me, and it didn't go anywhere, but I kind of threw my hands up kind of dramatically in front of my face and said, don't get me. And then he said, well, another gentleman at the table, he said, well, at least you got glasses to protect your eyes. And I said, well, no, I didn't get the glasses specifically to protect my eyes. I have glasses on my face, which will protect my eyes, but...
Did they immediately slap you in the face and kick you out of the office for the day?
No, but he was sitting right beside me, so he kind of just looks at me, and he's got this combination of, like, he wants to laugh, but he's also really irritated at the same time. So
that familiar look, yes.
It's this weird where he's frowning, but he's also smirking at the same time. Like, you are such a smart ass. I hate you for this.
David, you seem like a really likable guy who just has this one compulsion that drives people insane. Like, you have so much going for you, man.
Well, I certainly appreciate you saying so. I hope that is genuinely the case with everyone else involved. I don't get too many complaints beyond that, in fairness.
David, man, you're amazing. Thanks for the call, brother. We really appreciate it.
Virgin Mornings.
With what's trending.
And this is what's trending right now.
Starting next week, they're adding external-facing cameras to the TTC. So buses, streetcars, and what's the other one? The wheel-trans vehicles as well.
Right.
This is to enhance public safety and customer safety. A lot of people, though, aren't too stoked on it.
Yeah, because if you're walking down the street, you'll be on camera.
Yeah.
And I mean, the thing about it is that, like, okay, fine. In theory, yes, you're going to be on camera against your will. But if you don't think you already are, everywhere you go.
Yeah.
This is over. I mean, I don't understand.
The robots won. Let's just steer into the skid at this point.
Yeah,
the same people who are upset about the external-facing cameras are the same ones who are still on Facebook. It's like, I don't want people watching me, but I'm going to go on Facebook. It's like, what do you think Mark Zuckerberg is doing right now? He has a giant file in his living room on you. This has been my Conspiracy Theory Hour. Thank you for listening. According to Shawn Mendes, a Shawn Mendes and Niall Horan collaboration could be coming soon. I just need to say, everybody in this room is looking at me like I got 9 heads right now because I just talked about Mark Zuckerberg having a file, and Adam's just staring at me like I'm insane.
I was just gonna let it go, man. Let's talk about Shawn and Niall and their acoustic guitars.
Anyway,
does Mark Zuckerberg have a file on them too?
Yeah, I was about to say, according to Mark Zuckerberg's file on Shawn Mendes and Niall Horan, collaboration could be coming soon. They were interacting on Twitter, and there was pictures posted and all that fun stuff. Of course, you can find those photos on Mark Zuckerberg's wall as well. 60% of people say they would fist fight their best friend, and they think about it regularly.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that because your best friend is supposed to be like a sibling?
Yeah, because you're an only child, right? So I guess you don't experience this. I love my brother. He's my legitimate best friend in the world. I want to fight him once a week, and I see him once a week.
Wow.
Maybe once every other week.
So you drive each other crazy.
That's all it is. Okay. There's still love there.
Right.
Nothing wrong with blowing out the lines and having a fist fight with your best friend every once in a while.
Well, and sometimes it's like you feel like it, but you don't actually do it, right? Who's following through on that?
That's right. This information was discovered through a Twitter poll, which is a very scientific way to learn things.
Sure.
I want to know who was fighting with their best friend at the time when they put up that Twitter poll. You know, like, oh, my best friend's an idiot. Wish I could punch them in the face. Instead, here's a passive-aggressive thing on Twitter. That's what's trending. I'm TJ.
Better than actual violence. That's what I think. 2 songs from right now. We're going to get you that code word for Pineapple Beach so you can be on the beach in Antigua instead of -18 Toronto. Wouldn't that be great? Virgin Mornings. Adam Wylde and TJ.
Virgin. CKFM Toronto.
An iHeart radio station.
Is 99.9 Virgin Radio.
Virgin Radio.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde, TJ, and Jax.
Make some noise, let's go.
And it's time for your code word in just a second. TJ, what's the temperature on Pineapple Beach right now?
Just as a point of reference, it's -18 right now. Right now in Antigua, it's 25 degrees. It's going to be 27 this afternoon.
Okay, so before we give you that code word, let's talk to May. How are you, May?
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh.
May is currently freaking out in Scarborough this morning.
Yes. Good morning.
How are you?
I can't believe this is happening.
May, what do you think is happening?
Yeah, let's start there.
Did I win ticket to Pineapple Beach?
Yes, you did!
Oh my god!
Congratulations!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
This is the quietest freak out I have ever heard in my entire life.
No, my daughter's sleeping on the couch and I just woke her up.
I think worth it. Are you bringing her to Pineapple Beach in Antigua, or does somebody else get to go?
Oh no, she's just 3. I'm not bringing her.
Oh.
May's like, I'm drinking those fun drinks that are red.
Thank you so much. You just made my day.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde and TJ.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
Hey, remember yesterday how it was like, I don't know, -47 outside?
Oh, that was fun. Good memories.
At least
Good
it
times.
felt like it. And you stand outside, you're like, I don't want to be out here for any extended period of time. Well, 2 guys, allegedly, in York Region, stole beer kegs from a restaurant, and now they're on the run. York police are labeling it the beer keg theft. I feel like beer keg caper would have had a better ring to it, but
Sure.
I guess that's why I don't work for YRP. Just after 4 p.m. yesterday, York Regional Police put out a tweet stating that the officers were responding to a restaurant and that there was a theft in progress. Apparently, a couple suspects allegedly put multiple kegs of beer into a Honda Civic before fleeing the area.
They did.
Of all the things to stuff into a Honda Civic, multiple kegs of beer.
Well, if anything, this is just a great advertisement for Honda, and the trunk space that the Civic offers is great for your regular family, I would say.
I don't think everything fits in the trunk. I feel like one has to go in the back seat, and you know you're putting a seatbelt on.
You have to, I would think.
You have to remember with a keg, too, like, don't picture the Heineken mini kegs. Picture the big up, holy crap kegs. And they're heavy.
The keg stand kegs.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised if these kegs they were outside, right?
I would assume so.
I'm surprised that the beer didn't freeze, because it was that cold yesterday that there's video of people online boiling water, putting it into their super soakers, and then spraying it out, and then it turns to ice instantly, which is kind of neat. I kind of saw a couple of those videos yesterday on Facebook, and honestly, I bet they got bad beer. Which, I mean, if they stole it, they deserve it, right?
Yeah. But that's why it's called the beer keg caper, Adam, because these are answers we just will never find out, I would assume.
I hope you follow up on this story when they finally catch the beer bandit.
This sounds right up my alley. Of course we're going to follow up on this story.
It's Virgin Radio.
Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde and TJ.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
I hope you like really, really good news, because this is really, really good news. Dollarama launching an online store. Epic. Now here's the thing. You might not think this is a big deal, and TJ, I don't think you realize how great this is. For just an $18 delivery fee, which is admittedly somewhat expensive, you can order anything you want, including household cleaners, toilet paper, anything you're running out of in bulk. So, like, you know how you run to the store and you're like, oh, I gotta grab these 6 tissue boxes or whatever, and it costs you a little bit of money, like a lot of money?
Yeah.
Now you're buying like 40 of them, and you just go to like a Penguin pickup center, and you just pick it up. Or it can come to your house, and you're there. You're set. So anything that you would get that's sort of boring to pick up and a little bit heavy and bulky and stuff, come right to your house.
Oh my gosh, I love 2019 for the sole reason that we are getting dangerously close to never having to leave the house again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, okay, so products can't be bought individually. This is important. But, so if you want like a keychain or something like that, can't do that. But you buy big bulk items, you never have to leave your house.
So if I wanted to buy 30 spatulas, I could do that.
You could do that.
But if I wanted to buy 1 package of batteries, I couldn't do that.
No.
Got it.
You have to do like a major buy. But imagine like, okay, how many tissue boxes and toilet paper rolls do you go through in a month, right?
Okay.
And then, so you make your 1 monthly order, and then you just or you make it for 6 months, whatever you want, and you just pay the $18 fee and you buy anything.
Oh, wait, so it only charges you $18?
Yes. Well, obviously, you have to pay for the item, too.
Oh, okay. I got really excited for a second. Like, free stuff for $18? I'm in, Dollarama.
They're not going to give it to you.
Why not? I'm out, Dollarama.
Did I not do a good job explaining this, producer Jesse? Am I doing this right?
You struggled a little.
Did I?
But also, I think this is on TJ.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's what we're going to do today, huh? We're going to fight? All right. I was going to sit here quietly now until you both apologize.
It's Virgin Radio.
Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde and TJ.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
3 weeks till Valentine's Day.
Ooh, that was a dark statement.
You thought anything yet? Not you, TJ. We're talking about people in functional relationships.
Oh, okay. I'll just take my headphones off and you go ahead.
Yeah, I'll handle this one. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not.
In all honesty, though, like it creeps up on you, and I hate Valentine's Day personally. Not because I don't love love. I love love. I adore my wife. We have a great relationship. She drives me nuts sometimes, and vice versa. But we have a great relationship. The one thing I hate about Valentine's Day is I'm already broke from Christmas, and I am just on the road to financial recovery, and all of a sudden I got to spend money again. Mm-hmm. It comes down to that. It is too close. If Valentine's Day was in mid-March, like say it was on March break, perfect. You've given me 2.5 months to recover. I'm closer to being out of debt than I was.
I'm calling BS here. You'd find a new reason to complain about it if it was in mid-March. You absolutely would.
Summer.
Yeah, whoa, I was supposed to book a trip this week. Guess I can't now. Gotta buy my beautiful wife some flowers and show her the love and attention that she oh so desires and deserves. My name's Adam. This is how I talk. That's you. That's what you sound like.
I was completely unaware that that's how I sounded.
Yeah.
This is a good idea, though, for a Valentine's Day gift. And my wife and I, maybe you guys do the same thing. We don't give each other much because, again, cares that much. But there is a Dollarama of the UK, and it is called Poundland. Yes,
which is a hilarious name for a
name.
chain store.
And they have launched an empty gift. It's a plastic heart with nothing inside it, and it's labeled the gift of nothing. So it's a quirky little present. So you're still giving something, but it's the gift of a plastic heart-shaped container that has nothing in it. And I thought, that's cheeky. I enjoy that.
It's a little cheeky.
But that's one of those gifts that's like perfect, because it's like, I did think of you. It's funny. And, you know, maybe we can order in some pizza tonight. Like, you know, some people make heart-shaped pizzas on Valentine's Day, and we just call it a day, right?
Yeah. Plus, it's kind of the perfect gift for somebody who says, get me nothing. I don't care about Valentine's. Just get me nothing. So you literally get them nothing.
Have you ever fallen for that, by the way?
Well, I am single. So, yeah. Probably a couple of times.
I did once. Got by on the skin of my teeth. Not good.
See, if it was mid-March, you wouldn't be able to do that.
Virgin Mornings.
With what's trending.
And this is what's trending right now.
Toronto just got named one of the, quote, most severely unaffordable cities in the world. Hey! What a fun, sexy time for everybody. The website released its annual housing affordability survey, had Toronto ranked as the 10th out of 293 cities around the world for unaffordability. 2 cities in Canada made that list. I'm sure you can guess which ones. Toronto and Vancouver. Translation, it's very expensive here, friends.
It is. And, you know, that's part of being in, like, I mean, who's Toronto's company on that list?
Well,
right?
it would be the big ones that you expect. It would be like New York and Tokyo and stuff like that. Hong Kong, Sydney, LA, London.
Yeah, so you get a world-class city. Unfortunately, you have crazy expense that goes with that. We got to figure something out. People got to live somewhere, so we have to sort this.
The nice thing about the city, I always say this, is like you can turn down any street in this city and have the best night of your life.
Yeah.
And with that comes a price, which is apparently top 10 on the unaffordable cities list.
Yikes.
In better news, KFC gravy candles are now a thing.
Woo!
They exist
So when you
exist
can't
because
afford to
they
go
do.
out.
When you can't afford actual gravy, you can afford the scent of gravy. Imagine that. You come home from a long day of working in a city you can't afford severely. And you're like, you know what, I could really use a distressor. And then you light a candle, and it smells like fried chicken in your house all of a sudden.
We just got a text message from Hamilton. So Toronto made the top 10 in bedbugs and unaffordability in the last week. That's
so true.
That's a rough January, guys.
Guys, we're having a rough go. But hey, man, go Leafs go, am I right?
Yeah, they're having a rough go too.
Speaking of January, January is the most popular month to take a sick day. This is, of course, according to a new survey. 33% of people say they've called in with a fake sick day in January. Have you ever had a weird excuse for calling in sick?
I feel so guilty calling in sick when I'm actually sick. I know this sounds like goody two-shoes, but I just don't do it. I don't play hooky.
I know there are some people that, like, get off on it. They're like, oh, we get 10 sick days a year. I'm going to use them all. They're like vacation days. I'm like, are you a sociopath? What do you mean?
Or they're just really smart, and you and I are the ones who are not smart.
Maybe we're the sociopaths.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe that's part of the problem. We can't recognize the signs. That's what's trending. I'm TJ.
We have to find our VIP standby list winner. So this is the person that texted Antigua to 99999. This is the person that spelled it correctly. And this is the person that gets to sit and hang out and do nothing until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when we call for the winner. Steph, how do you spell Antigua?
Antigua? Did I spell it wrong?
Well, I mean, if we're calling you, I don't think so.
Okay, good.
No, that's exactly why we're calling you. Your spelling needs some work, Stephanie. This is an intervention. A spell-tervention, if you will.
I'm a bad speller, so.
You spelled it right. It's A-N-T-I-G-U-A, and that got you on the Virgin Radio VIP standby list.
Yay!
Congratulations.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Do nothing today. Just hang out and wait for tomorrow morning around 7 o'clock. TJ and I might be calling you and saying, hey, you're off to Pineapple Beach to hang out and do nothing and get out of the cold weather.
And then you host a party, and you invite all your friends, and you say, I'm bringing one of you. Crawl for it.
I'm definitely bringing my friend.
Oh, okay. All right. She's already decided. She's not going to make them work for it.
See, that's the difference between you and me, Stephanie, is I would make my friends work for it.
No way.
I said friends plural as if I have them, but yeah.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde and TJ.
On 99.9 Virgin Radio.
In 2019, are dating apps still the best way to meet somebody? Like, as we know that you can, and we know that it used to be a good place. Like, I met my wife on Tinder, straight up.
You are legitimately one of the testimonials on the website.
She hates that I mentioned that, by the way.
Really?
She's like, no, actually, we met at a coffee shop. I'm like, yeah, but I got your phone number on Tinder. Come on. She messaged me first, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, Caprice is so thirsty. Always said that about her.
So, you, TJ, are a single guy.
Yeah.
And you left Bumble and Tinder in, like, late last year, right?
Yeah.
You said, I've had enough. I'm done. I don't know why, though.
I got on my high horse, and I was like, I'm not downloading Bumble and Tinder. And then a few weeks later, it came and went, and then I downloaded it. And then a few weeks went by, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I deleted it again. And now I'm like, should I do it again? Should I just bite the bullet and download it?
Because I'd like to know if for some reason things get less good with time. Like, Tinder was really good when it started. You had unlimited swipes. You had your age game. Everybody brought their A game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now it's like, well, I'm going to just let it all hang out and we're not going to try. I don't know what Bumble's like. It didn't exist when I was dating. But it just seems like things have gotten worse there. So I wanted to kind of throw it out at 416-872-9999, or you can text us 99999. Are you still using them, or is there a better way? Is it just Instagram DMs? Because I know a lot of people are meeting that way these days.
Instagram is a pretty big one, I think. But a lot of my friends are still on Tinder and Bumble. Because a lot of them, like us, are working professionals. And for me, I use that in the loosest definition of the word. But you work so much, a lot of people commute, you don't have time to go out and meet people.
Exactly.
Also, have you ever tried to have a conversation with a human being in person? It's terrifying.
Well, especially when, and let's be honest here, let's say that you find someone attractive from across the room, and they're with 10 friends. What do you do? How are you supposed to get into that?
Hello, 10 people. Which one of you is interested in this? None of you? I'll be on my way. In my experience, that's how that's happened.
So in 2019, are we still doing Tinder and Bumble? That's what we want to know. 416-872-9999, or you can text us 99999. This is a lot for TJ too. Like, you know.
This is mainly just so I could be like, hey, what's up?
Virgin Radio.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde and TJ
on 99.9 Virgin Radio.
We're finding more and more that people are leaving dating apps such as Tinder, Bumble. TJ's one of them. Not sure if you should jump back on in 2019. Are we done with dating apps? Do we need to find a new way? Because it used to be good. Now it seems like it just sucks.
It seems like everybody is under the same mentality that Bumble and Tinder are the worst, but it's like, how else are we going to do this? Yeah. So we're all just kind of doing it because there hasn't been a better way found yet. And there's other dating apps and stuff like Hinge and whatnot keeps getting brought up.
Oh, and what are people telling you to do on text?
On the text line, it's a lot of it is agreeing with us, saying, I'm a bumbler. My usual MO is to delete after 24 hours of being reminded why I deleted it the last time. That's from Robin in the 289. Also might be from Robin at Virgin Radio. Other people are saying it's quite true. Or, pardon me, I'm 23, and I guess you could say I'm old-fashioned because I hate all forms of online dating. I tried Tinder for 2 years. I've had Bumble. I just can't stand them. I'm just reserved to meeting someone in public. Don't know how I'm going to do it yet. It's a terrifying thought.
Well, good luck, everyone. It's Virgin Radio.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde and TJ
on 99.9 Virgin Radio.
You want to go see the Raptors tonight? You got to go see the Raptors tonight. We're going to play a little Virgin Radio Tinder. 416-872-9999. Give us a shout. We'll explain how to play in a second. In the meantime, Tinder and Bumble themselves, the apps, are they even relevant in 2019? Like, if you want to find someone, are they worth your time? TJ, you've deleted the apps.
I delete the apps, and then I'll re-download them, and then I'll delete them, and then I'll re-download them, and I just feel like everybody is doing the exact same thing right now. We're all deleting it and then getting it back and then doing it because we all agree that it sucks, but it's kind of a necessary evil.
Sheena quit all her dating apps and is never going back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're a waste of time.
Why is that?
Because I think when people hide behind their phones and behind a screen, it's just so much easier to just bullshit lies, basically. And so I figure if you're being, inauthentic and untruthful about, like, random silly things that really don't matter, then what else are you covering up?
I think that's just dating in 2019. But do you not also just find it's difficult to meet people? Because that was the big thing for me. Is like obviously with the morning show here, the hours are a little bit crazy. It's difficult to get out and meet people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I've pretty much like thrown in the towel. I'm like, forget it. If it's not going to meet me in my home, then it's not going to happen.
Well, we'd like to
clarify. The advice here is give up.
Yeah. Well, the idea is to find another solution, maybe if dating apps are not what we're doing.
Fly to be on one of those spaceships to Mars, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm just a homebody, and I'd rather just be at home. I don't like social settings, and like you guys said, I can't remember which one of you. I think TJ said it. Going up to a group of people, like that's not happening with me. Like I couldn't approach people randomly anymore. So
yeah, I'm a homebody too. Unless I somehow fall in love with my Uber Eats driver when they're dropping off McDonald's for me, I think I'm pretty much poached here.
Well, at least they have a car and a job, right? So
that's
fair. That's fair.
Wow. Good. Yeah.
This is Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde and TJ
on 99.9 Virgin Radio.
Raptors taking on Sacramento tonight at the Scotiabank Arena, also known as the SPA.
Or the Scosh.
I like the Scosh.
I've been trying to get the Scosh to catch on, and I don't think anyone's really been...
Listen, we can make this happen. Branding takes time. If you want to go, we got tickets for you, but you have to play Radio Tinder with TJ since he doesn't have it on his phone anymore. And the way it works is this. We're going to ask you to give us a one-sentence bio as to why you should go. Try to be as creative as possible. TJ's going to swipe right or swipe left, right?
Yeah.
So left means bad, right means good. Matthew, you got that?
So swipe left is bad, swipe right is good?
That's right.
Let's hear your bio.
Okay. I believe I deserve these tickets because I've been following the rappers from Mighty Mouse to Half Man, Half Amazing, right up to the Claw, and you know what? They're taking it this year.
Swipe left.
Oh, all right. We're moving on to Cindy. Good morning, Cindy.
Good morning.
Give us your one-sentence bio for Radio Tinder as to why you should be going to the Raptors game.
I believe that I can win, and I will win, so I deserve to win.
Swipe left. She didn't say how tall she is.
All right, and Jody, you got to give TJ your one-sentence bio on Radio Tinder. Tell us why you should be at that Raptors game tonight.
All right. Hi, my name's Jody. I work the usual 9 to 5 downtown. And I've never been to a Raptors game. I'm always trying to win tickets on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And I love free pizza.
You know what? Swipe right.
Woo! Never been to a game before.
That's why she won. She deserves to go and enjoy the experience.
Yay!
Hey, who are you taking?
Probably my sister.
Yeah, just
whatever.
Say not TJ. It's cool.
Fine, whatever.
Jody,
I was free, but that's fine.
Congratulations.
That's fine.
You are in for one of the most fun experiences you could ever have. Raptors games are the best.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
And we want to see pictures tonight, okay? But don't DM the TJ. Just send them to us publicly.
Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde and TJ
on 99.9 Virgin Radio.
I know you've got trending up next, and I know you're going to talk about the Oscar nominees, but let's talk about what's really important here, which is a text message from Milton, 99999. I'm sad to hear TJ deleted his Tinder because I just matched with him.
Oh, look at that. Didn't know my cousin was on Tinder.
Trending is up next. This is Virgin Mornings.
Virgin Mornings
with what's trending.
And this is what's trending right now.
Oscar nominations literally just came out. In fact, they are continuing to come out as we speak. Did you see a movie this year and thought, that was really good? I bet you that will win an award. That's probably a movie that got nominated.
Well, so we're talking about the Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper one that escapes me right now that I saw, Star is Born.
Yep. There it is.
And Black Panther.
Black Panther got a nomination.
Those are the ones that I'm really rooting for.
All the ones that you would suspect got a nomination or should get a nomination definitely did. There was no Adam Sandler movies nominated, which is a huge bummer, but maybe next year will be his year.
For only you who still watches them?
Maybe next year will be his year. Toronto is adding external-facing cameras to the TTC starting next week. This is to further enhance public and customer safety. A lot of people aren't super stoked about this, though, because they feel like they're always going to be recorded now.
Well, Toronto's one of the last cities to do this, last major transit cities to do this. What's interesting is that, people are afraid to be on camera while they're not jumping on the TTC, and that's fair, except you already are. Everywhere you walk downtown, you're on camera somewhere. Literally everywhere.
Yeah, also, if you use the internet nowadays, you're on the grid regardless. Like, have you ever just said, I want to go on a trip, and the next thing you know, you're on Facebook, and there's ads coming up for Cuba or whatever? Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, well, I mean, Facebook, if you have the Messenger app on your phone, Facebook has the right to turn on your microphone at any time.
If you have the Messenger app on your phone, I think this is what it says. If you have the Messenger app on your phone, Mark Zuckerberg can open it up in his house right now, lay out all your messages on his coffee table, and then knit it into a quilt.
That seems like something he would do.
Absolutely, it seems like something he would do. Definitely not something I'm making up on the spot. I'll tell you that for free.
No. Trending's where the truth happens.
That's right. I am a journalist. Can't you tell? 60% of people say they want to fist fight their best friend. With that in mind, we know this because of a Twitter poll that was put up. 60% of people said they regularly want to fight their best friend.
You know, I see that as almost like a compliment. That means that they're like brotherly or sisterly, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I consider my brother my best friend, and I want to fight him constantly.
Sure, and I'm sure the feeling's mutual.
No, I'm the perfect person. There's no reason he would have any qualms with me.
I'm sure whatever he's doing right now, sitting in his truck, he's probably like, oh no, you don't even know the things.
Yeah, he's probably napping. He's working right now. That's what's trending. I'm TJ.
All right, that's it for us. Sam East is taking over next. Pineapple Beach, your next code word, 11 a.m. Have an awesome day. We'll see you tomorrow morning. It's Virgin Radio.
Virgin Mornings with Adam Wylde and TJ.